I am Vishwanathan. People call me Vishy Vishwanathan. But at the time of IIT in the 60s and 70s, I was just known as S. Vishwanathan. And there were several Vishwanathans in the class. So the initial was most important identifier for me. And I did BTech electrical engineering between 67 and 72 and electrical engineering. And my first year was in Alakananda hostel. And the next 4 years, for the first time, they changed the rules and made the remaining 4 years in one hostel in Godavari. And actually it helped because a lot of friends, we could develop friendships. Yeah. My favorite spots, there are several. Definitely the most visited, you can say, other than the classrooms and all that, the most visited was the library, and then OAT was a very popular spot at that time. There used to be a restaurant called KD's in those days, and sometimes we visited there, and especially if some guests, uncles and aunts came, then at their cost, we could go to KD's. Otherwise, we couldn't afford KD's at that time. So that is what, those were the favorite. And of course, another place where I used to visit, especially in December, January, was the Jalakandeswara temple. Early morning, we used to go for bhajans, and, I had a good time, in terms of attending the bhajans and then, enjoying the pongal and all that of prasads of that temple. And of course, walks and, all that. So the whole campus was, as you know, it's actually become more beautiful now. But the favorite spots were definitely library and OAT and, around Gajendra Circle. Yes. In 72, well, I got campus placement. I got a job. I got 3 jobs at that time, and I joined Tata Power Companies in Bombay. And it's very interesting. My entire school education was in Palayangotai, and Palayangotai is you can say it's a small town in southern part of Tamil Nadu. And St. Xavier's, entire Tamil medium. And my father was an engineer, and he was a local electricity distribution chief engineer. So we had a fairly comfortable life in a small town, but at the same time, it was a small town. It's like, exposure was very limited. And then coming to IIT itself was a, first major, step for me. And, so from a Tamil medium to English medium, and also, staying in a hostel, and suddenly, freedom was there. And so it was kind of an exposure to people from Grishi Valley and Lovedale and, other St. Stephen's and, all those kind of schools. So there is a lot of, I could sense that, okay, I might have got first rank in my school in Palayangotai, but there are other Jambawans in this environment. And the good thing was, so first time I learned competition, and and the fact that we have to keep running to do reasonably well in IIT and all that. But 5 years is a sufficient time to develop one's personality. And so the first couple of years, it was like continue to do what your parents want you to do, right? And then the next 3 years, you start exploring the world, and you start taking decisions. Whether it is you don't go to your father to ask what elective should I take. Because now you are equipped well enough, and better. Because you are in the environment. So that built the self-confidence and the initiative and so on. So ability to take decisions and own the decisions. So the job decision was also taken in that same spirit. Incidentally, the other two job, one was in other two alternative jobs where one was in Pallavaram, the other one was in Bangalore. So I said, look, let me go from all these places and then go to Bombay. Not that Bombay was total strange, but because I had an uncle and all that. So if I knew that if I really badly wanted curd rice, I could always visit them at home. So, but still, it was like a sudden burst of freedom, and so I was excited. I went there, and so after a couple of years in Tata Power companies, when I had some of my IIT classmates come back after doing MBA from IIMC 2 years later. So I said, look, I mean, I think probably I'm missing something in my learning. Okay. And by the time I had also become maybe the Bombay environment is also like that, high energy, and it's much more competitive. It's not laid back. So I said that okay, I need to get this qualification. So I went to I wrote the exam. I got IIM Ahmedabad. So went there and came back to Bombay, and I got special study leave from my Tata Power company employer. So I found that I felt obligated. They didn't insist that I should go back to them, but I said they gave me leave and they paid some tuition fees and all that. So I said I must go back and give them a chance to utilize me. So I went there, gave them 2 years. They didn't give me any challenging work. So I left at that time. This is one of those providential, you can say, opportunities. It's like that's the time when there was a gentleman, I'm sure many of you know, Mr. F.C. Kohli, and he is now recognized as the father of the software industry in India. So he also used to work in Tata Power Company. Then he went as general manager in Tata TCS, and we met in some occasion, and he said that, are you after MBA in IIM Ahmedabad, aren't you wasting your time in Tata Power Company? If you want, why don't you you can join. So I went through a process and all that. I took a 33% salary cut and then went to consulting industry. Again, my whole family was stunned because I'm just saying this to show that risk taking was never in my never required of me till now. But suddenly I decided that, look, I mean, I'm not Tata Electric. I could have easily retired as a general manager or something like that. I said, look, but at the same time, I could come home for lunch, all that could have happened. I said, I don't want that kind of life. I want challenges. Until that time, my priority was follow what parents say. Then now follow the heart or follow the head. I mean, in other words, I mean, you could always make mistakes and all that, but still do what you think you want to do. So that was a big turning point in my life. And so I joined IT industry. And if you look at my resume, I can say that, that's history that made my rest of my life, because it was the first company, or one of the very few first companies which existed in India with IT services. And later on, I was selected by the government of India to go on a delegation to represent India in the Nordic countries, to say that India is not the cliched snake charmers world, but we have had good programmers, etc. So there are a lot of opportunities for me to open up, and I really felt good. I was very nervous when the opportunity came, but when I took it, again, I thought that I was very happy, and I met the expectations, hopefully, with all the people. So those were the kind of opportunities. IT industry, early years of IT industry. Then Citibank called me and they offered me the job to be one of the core founders of a subsidiary company. So I joined them in 1986, and then I became their CEO. And I'm very proud to say that that company was the kind of trailblazer in terms of what do you call companies, what Indian software companies can achieve in terms of not just being programming service providers, but also in terms of verticals, financial technology and things like that. We're also very proud that we have created a work culture which is I think everybody who worked there is so proud of and considers as the best part of their career. There have been books written about it in terms of how we created an empowered environment where everybody felt that they were part of the working family. And then so anyway, I won't go into that, but what happened is that spawned a lot of people who work for us later, headed other companies and other IT organizations, etc. And they have blossomed very well. So that is, I would say, that one of the best phases of my career where we could actually plant a lot of seeds, nurture them, grow, and see them blossom and things like that. My risk-taking abilities didn't stop. Even after that, then I was kind of tempted to become an semi-entrepreneur, a co-founder, in another company in Barbados. So I quit a high-paying, probably one of the highest-paying IT jobs at those days, and I was the CEO. There were a lot of articles and everything written about us. But suddenly I quit. Everybody was said, "Oh gosh, why did you do that?" Because again, you can say the risk-taking bug bit me again. So I went to Barbados. I spent 4 years. Interesting parts of those that time was from just to take it as a step, small town, small metro, big metro. Now I went to a truly international, multicultural place, and I had to manage a workforce of people from 17 countries in that one place.